Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Returner looking to make a play here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out at the 3. Couldn't quite make the end zone, but a great pick.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in a great position to come up with that interception.
First down and goal now. Can they punch it in? They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. 3rd down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this 4th down play.
And it's no good. You missed it. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down. Looking to throw the football. Snags a quick throw. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Tackle, but first down.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
It's a run to the left. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9. Brings up second down.
They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. That's a design quarterback keeper. They make the stop just short of. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Less than a yard to go here on 4th down. The offense is going to go for it. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Kent State's offense back out there now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
1st and 10 play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is hauled in over the middle.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Pass caught, second down now. Looking to chuck it again. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you gotta love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, TCU.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to start this drive. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Kent State. Made the defense look slow that time.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Hard running there, breaking tackles. He's past the 30, the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time.
Kent State, 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the ground, it's McDaniel.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 9, Kent State 6.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On the run, it's McDaniel. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Horned Frogs churn out another first down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. And the Horned Frogs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the The sophomore making an impact play.
On first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really slim, and the defense knows it. So they often like to bring pressure, which they did here, and it pays off.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. Phil pushes. He left that one in the end zone. Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Here's the second down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's back to throw again on second and 10. Makes a quick catch. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense cross that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch. It's Cole.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Golden Flashes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this one is caught. It's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. The Golden Flashes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 10. They stopped him just short when defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
I mean, the defense knew coming into this game that this guy was going to be a handful. They got to change things up. This guy's already got over 100 yards in this game, and we're in the first half.
First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The 2-point try is successful, down to a single-digit lead now, 9-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The TCU offense takes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. And the pressure gets to him again. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home for the sack. And that brings up now a 3rd down and long. Boy, this defense is coming up with unique ways to be able to put that pressure and make this quarterback incredible.
And the ball is knocked loose. It's in the end zone. Who'll get it? The defense recovers the fumble. Touchdown, Kent State. The defense adds 6 points. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Penn State, 21.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made way down at the 25.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. But he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Looking to make a big play downfield. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown, golden flashes.
That is great job here.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like 1 more play here before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
TCU 23.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick it off.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Kent State offense on the possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build. They'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. On first down, it's play action. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. Still no answer for this offense.
Touchdown.
Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. They're looking to do differently to stop this guy.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
From the end zone, here's the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble now. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. The offense going with the hurry up.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Horned Frogs line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, TCU. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. State's offense back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long for the 22. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
TCU.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's McDaniel. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. He'll hand it off. Tough running to avoid a loss. He just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
The completion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
The Golden Flashes will bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The TCU offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. And the defense wraps him up.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires this one deep middle. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-9. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. He's got some room and